have been living in a toolbox disguised as a house. And today, I'm going to give the unsung heroes some credit. That mouthwash in your bathroom? First aid kit. That dull razor you were about to throw away? Sweater fixer. And eggs? Well, they've got so much more to offer than just breakfast. I'm Mike with List 25, and today we're looking at 25 household objects with strange hidden uses. Quick favor though, before we get clever with eggs and razors, hit that like button, subscribe, and tap that bell. It's free, helps us out, and it'll make your algorithm a little smarter. Okay, let's do this. 25. Eggs. How do you take your eggs? On a plate or in your hair? Wait, what? In your hair? That's right, eggs aren't just for eating. They're packed with nutrients like lutein and albumin that make them great for skin and hair care. Mix egg whites with water for a natural face mask, or whip up a quick conditioner by combining yolks with olive oil. Just don't rinse with hot water unless you want to serve a brunch from your scalp. Even the leftovers have hidden talents. Crushed eggshells are perfect for the compost pile or for sprinkling over soil to keep snails and slugs away. And the water you boiled your eggs in? Don't pour it down the drain. Use it to water your plants. It is full of minerals they love. Oh, and if you're ever short on craft glue, a dab of egg white can hold light paper or fabric together too. 24. Dental floss. Your dentist already swears by it, but dental floss has a lot more going for it than just clean teeth. It's incredibly strong, which makes it handy for all sorts of quick fixes around the house. You can hang lightweight decorations, use it as emergency twine, or even sew a button back on if you've run out of thread. Campers use it as a makeshift clothesline, and anglers know it can stand in as a fishing line in a pinch. Cheese lovers? You can slice through soft cheese with it cleanly. Just make sure it's the unflavored kind. And because floss is so good at getting between things, it can even rescue stuck cookies from baking trays, or pry old photos from photo albums, or off glass frames without tearing them. 23. The vacuum cleaner. Shower drains love to test your patience. Between hair, soap scum, and whatever else finds its way down there, it's only a matter of time before the water starts pooling around your feet. But before you call a plumber, try this little trick. Remove the drain cover and grab your vacuum cleaner. Wrap a damp cloth around the nozzle to create a seal, then place it directly over the drain. The vacuum will suck out the gunk that's clogging things up, hair and all. It's surprisingly effective, and it's the same method many plumbers use, minus the bill. Just remember to clean the nozzle afterward. It also doubles up nicely if you need to vacuum seal bulky winter clothes or keep your air vents clean. 22. Tennis balls. If your garage is on the smaller size, you'll know that parking can feel like defusing a bomb with your bumper. Not every car comes with sensors, but a simple tennis ball can save you the stress. Tie a rope to the ball, hang it from the ceiling, and position it so it taps your windshield when you're in the right spot. That light bump means stop. And that's not all it's good for. Cut one in half to use as a jar opener when lids won't budge, or toss a couple of clean ones into the dryer to help clothes dry faster. They bounce around and keep fabric separated and even help with wrinkles. 21. Dry erase markers. Permanent marker accidents happen, but before you panic, grab a dry erase marker. The solvent in dry erase ink loosens the permanent pigment so you can wipe both away together. Just make sure the surface is hard and non-porous, like glass, plastic, or metal. If that doesn't do the trick, rubbing alcohol works too, and so do other alcohol-based products like hand sanitizer, hairspray, or even vodka. And here's a bonus. Dry erase markers can also erase old stains from whiteboards. Red ghost lines don't stand a chance. 20. Coffee filters. Coffee filters already do a pretty important job, but they're way more versatile than most people realize. For example, if you're out of microfiber cloths, grab a coffee filter to shine glassware or windows. They're lint-free and won't leave streaks or residue, so your glasses and mirrors stay crystal clear. They're also great in the kitchen. Line a colander with one to catch smaller bits of food that might slip through, or drop one at the bottom of a flower pot. It keeps soil in place while still letting water drain out, which means less mess and healthier plants. And if you're storing fine china or stacking plates, slip a coffee filter between them. It prevents scratches and chips, which will end up saving you from replacing them. 19. Coca-Cola. The same acids that make it taste so crisp also make it surprisingly good at cleaning. Pour it over a greasy garage floor or rusty bolt, let it sit for a bit, and the gunk loosens right up. Mechanics have been using it to clean battery terminals for decades. It also comes in handy around the house. You can soak burnt pans, remove rust, or even get gum out of hair. Coke's mild acidity does most of the work for you. Just maybe don't drink the leftovers. And for the food lovers, mixing Coke with ketchup makes for an easy barbecue glaze that caramelizes beautifully on the grill. Trust me, try it on your favorite barbecue meat. You will not regret it. 18. White vinegar. If you had to crown one household multitasker, white vinegar would probably win. It's cheap, eco-friendly, and it can clean, deodorize, and even soften your laundry. Mix equal parts vinegar and water if you need an all-purpose cleaner that tackles countertops, windows, and floors. It cuts through grease, leaves glass streak-free, and won't coat your house in chemical fumes. A splash in your laundry also helps to remove odors and keeps fabric soft, while soaking your faucets or shower heads in it will melt away lime scale. It even doubles as a natural weed killer and a quick odor absorber if you leave a bowl of it out overnight. Just don't use it on marble or other natural stone surfaces. The acid can leave etch marks that you'll regret. For everything else, it can and will probably do the trick. 17. Plastic bottles. Plastic bottles might be the most misunderstood thing in your recycling bin. Everyone knows they are bad for the environment, but that doesn't mean they can't pull their weight before heading off to the blue bin. A simple bottle can turn into almost anything if you're even a little creative. Cut one open and you've got a scoop for potting soil or pet food. Flip it upside down, fill it with seeds, and you've got a bird feeder. With a little paint and some imagination, you can make plant pots, pencil holders, or even a piggy bank for spare change. Some gardeners swear by using bottles as slow drip watering systems. Just poke a few holes in the cap, fill it with water, and stick it upside down in the soil. The water trickles out slowly, keeping your plants hydrated while you're away. And if you've got a stack of large bottles lying around, you can build something bigger, like a vertical hanging garden, or even a DIY greenhouse. People have built everything from boats to brooms out of them. But, maybe start with a bird feeder first. 16. Baking soda. You probably know baking soda as the thing that keeps your cookies from turning into hockey pucks. But it's got a side gig as a surprisingly handy health helper. For one, it's naturally antibacterial and antifungal, which means it can calm things like nail fungus or itchy skin when mixed into a paste with water. If you're dealing with heartburn or indigestion, a half teaspoon dissolved in a full glass of cold water can ease the burn by neutralizing stomach acid. Just sip it slowly. It's strong stuff. Some studies even suggest it can help people with chronic kidney issues by balancing pH levels in the body, though that one's best discussed with your doctor first. Athletes sometimes use it before workouts to help muscles recover faster, and a quick baking soda rinse can freshen your mouth or whiten your teeth. It even helps with mouth ulcers and bug bites. Just a dab of paste will do the trick. 15. Wood ash. This grimy stuff is full of minerals that plants actually love. If you've got tomato plants or apple trees, mix a little into the soil and you'll be giving them a calcium boost that keeps fruit from spotting or rotting too early. Gardeners also use it to chase off slugs and snails. Just dust a small ring around the plants. It works, but you will need to reapply it after it rains. Inside the house, that same ash can double as a cleaner. Add a bit of water to make a paste and you can scrub fireplace glass, polish metal, or lift greasy stains off a driveway. And here's a fun fact from way back. And I mean way back. Mix it with water and you've got the beginnings of lye, or homemade soap. 14. Mouthwash. Before we used it to freshen our breath, it was used as a surgical antiseptic. Got a small cut or blister? Dab it with mouthwash and it'll disinfect just fine until you can find the first aid kit. It also helps with poison ivy. The alcohol dries out the rash and calms the itch. And if you ever forget deodorant, a swipe of mouthwash on a cotton ball can handle odor in a pinch. It's even handy around the house. A splash in your laundry with musty smells and a cup in the toilet bowl works as a cleaner that smells a lot better than, bleach. You can even extend the life of flowers by adding a little to their water, since the antibacterial action slows their decay. 13. Duct tape. Duct tape has been saving the day since World War II. when soldiers used it to seal ammo boxes and patch just about everything that could break in the field. These days, it's graduated from military gear to household legend. Rip your tent on a camping trip? Patch it with duct tape and keep the bugs out until you're back home. Split your shoe on a hike? Wrap it up tightly and keep walking. It's waterproof, durable, and sticks to almost anything. You can even use it to seal snack bags, make a quick book cover, or fix that one corner of the car bumper you've been meaning to deal with. Yeah. It's also surprisingly useful for first aid. A strip of it can help if you don't have a bandage, and you can stick it on a splinter and peel it right off. It usually comes out with the tape. You can also use it to get rid of warts. Apparently, it irritates the skin just enough to make your body handle the problem. Most people toss their burnt out light bulbs straight into the trash, but they could be some of the prettiest junk you'll ever own. There's something about that shape, that simple little curve of the glass that makes them perfect for small projects. If you pop out the metal base and the inner filament, you've suddenly got a tiny vase. Fill it with water and a single flower, or hang a few by fishing line in front of a sunny window. Air plants also love them, since they don't need soil, just a place to sit and look pretty. If you're feeling crafty, wrap a bulb in twine, glue a little stick on top, and you've got yourself a rustic pear. Add glitter and boom, you got a Christmas ornament. People have even turned them into mini terrariums with sand, pebbles, and moss. 11. Clear nail polish. A little clear nail polish can stop a rip in your tights before it spreads, seal a fraying hem, and even keep your jewelry from turning your skin green. Just a quick coat over metal keeps it looking new. You can also brush a little polish on the bottom of metal cans, like shaving cream or hairspray, to stop rust from forming. But I've got one that a lot of you have probably never heard about. It can stop a small windshield crack from spreading. Brush both sides of the crack with polish while the car is in the shade, let it dry in the sun, and it'll hold for a short while. Just don't put off getting the glass replaced. It's a patch, not a miracle. 10. Aluminum foil. If you've got a roll of aluminum foil in your drawer, you've got a multi-tool hiding in plain sight. You can wrap it around pie crusts to keep them from burning, line the rack under casseroles to catch drips, or use a sheet under sticky pans so that your cleanup is as easy as crumpling it and throwing it away. If you want to sharpen dull scissors, just fold a few layers and start cutting them. Each snip helps sharpen the blades. If your brown sugar has gone hard, wrap it in foil and bake at 300 degrees Fahrenheit for a few minutes to bring it back. You can even ball up a piece and toss it in the dryer to stop static buildup. And if you've got birds messing up your veggies in your garden, simply hang a few strips around. The light flashing off the foil spooks them every time. 9. Vitamin C and baking soda. If you're the baking type, you might kick yourself for not knowing about this one sooner. You can actually fake yeast with two things sitting in most kitchens right now: vitamin C and baking soda. Mix 1 teaspoon of each into your dough and skip the long wait for it to rise. The vitamin C strengthens the gluten while reacting with the baking soda to release carbon dioxide. That gas gives your bread a quick lift, kind of like fast-tracking proof. You won't get the same flavor as with a slow yeasted loaf, but if you're short on time and still want something warm and fluffy out of the oven, it gets the job done. 8. Paper towels. If paper towels only show up in your kitchen when something spills, you are seriously underestimating them. These things are like the Swiss Army knife of the house. Line the bottom of your crisper drawer with them and they'll soak the moisture that makes your veggies go bad faster. Wrap herbs or lettuce in a damp sheet and you've basically bought yourself a few extra salad days. You can stick one under your cutting board so it doesn't slide around, or layer them between stacked pans to stop scratches. They're handy for the microwave too. Just cover your food before you reheat it and you won't have to scrub spaghetti sauce off the walls later. And if you're ever out of coffee filters, grab one of these instead. It does the job just fine in a pinch. 7. Kitchen tongs. Tongs will flip your steak and grab the spaghetti, but they're also weirdly handy for everything else you'd rather not touch. You can use them to fish toast out of the toaster without becoming a cautionary tale. Just make sure they're not fully metal, or reach that jar rolling around to the back of the cabinet, or rescue a dropped spoon from the garbage disposal. They're great for cleaning too. Just wrap a cloth around the ends and you've got an instant oven or grill scrubber. Also, when it's time to grease a hot grill, simply clamp a paper towel dipped in oil and swipe it across the grates. 6. WD-40. This stuff has been sprayed on everything, from rusty bolts to boa constrictors. No, really, that actually happened once. A quick spritz keeps lawnmower blades clean, snow from sticking to shovels, and gum from ruining your shoes. Got sap on your hands? Tar on your jeans? Or crayon on the wall? WD-40 will politely tell all of them to leave. It even works on stuck zippers, frozen locks, and Lego bricks that refuse to part ways. Some people have used it to break in baseball gloves, loosen piano keys, or clean bugs off their car grill after a road trip. Others swear it helps their shovels, clippers, and even paintbrushes last longer. Basically, if something squeaks, sticks, or stains, WD-40 is the way to go. 5. Toothpaste. The tube of toothpaste might be the most versatile $3 you'll ever spend. It buffs your jewelry, shines your shoes, and removes that mystery ring from the coffee table when a coaster forgets to do its job. Rub a bit on scuffed leather, fog goggles, or that one mirror that refuses to stay clean. It even doubles as an emergency zit treatment or a mild burn soother. Just keep it off anything fragile. Pearls, wood finishes, or your cat. Anything else? Fair game. 4. Razors. Old razors don't have to retire just yet. Before you throw them out, try on that sweater that's been looking a little tired lately. Lightly drag the blade across the fabric and you'll watch those little fuzzballs disappear like magic. It works on leggings, coats, and even couch cushions. Just go slow and keep the fabric flat so you don't nick it. The key is to use a dull razor. Sharp ones will cut through the fibers instead of cleaning them up. It's oddly satisfying too, almost like giving your clothes a little mini makeover for free. 3. Cords and cables. Do you have a drawer full of tangled cords from old phones you haven't used since 2012? Under that rubber coating is copper wire, which basically translates to crafting gold. Strip it out and you've got bendable, colorful strands perfect for jewelry, wreaths, or even tiny sculptures. If you prefer gardening, the wire is strong enough to hold tomato vines or climbing plants in place without cutting into the stems. Thicker cables make great hangers for pots or planters, and smaller cords can double as twist ties for organizing tools. Schools and STEM clubs love getting old cables for practice projects too. And when you've squeezed every ounce of creativity out of them, you can always drop the leftovers at an electronics recycler. 2. Flour. Have you run out of shampoo? Dip a fluffy brush into a bit of flour, dust your roots, wait a few minutes, and brush it through. It is a great dry shampoo. If you dropped oil on your jeans or countertop, you can also sprinkle some flour right on top of it and let it pull the grease out before it stains. Even your metal appliances will thank you. Just buff them with a pinch of it on a soft cloth and they'll look like you hired someone to polish them. It's simple, cheap, and already sitting in your kitchen. 1. Pencil erasers. Before you chuck that pencil, hang on to the eraser. That little rubber cap can lift scuffs off floors and sneakers, wipe away sticky residue from jars, and give jewelry back its shine. If your phone screen has a shallow scratch, clean and dry it first, then rub the spot gently with a soft eraser in the direction of the mark. The friction smooths out the edges, making the scratch far less visible. But it only works on small marks, not shattered dreams. Even old batteries can benefit from them. Rubbing their contacts with an eraser helps restore a clean connection. Plus, it can double as a temporary earring back if you happen to lose yours. All in all, it's a good reminder that half the stuff we call junk still has a job waiting for it. You just have to look at it the right way. And with that, it's a wrap. But now, I need your feedback. What did I forget to mention? Is there anything you'd like to add? And if you want to keep the smart ideas coming, go watch our related video, 25 Everyday Objects with Secret Unused Features. It's got answers for most of the small things we've ignored all our lives, including why that McFlurry spoon looks like a lab equipment. That link's going to show up right about here in just a few moments. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. You guys truly are awesome. I'll see you again next time. Peace.